And we're back again. I'm here. Sorry, guys. We're having a heck of a time here. I'm here with Will Dodson. I saw that they had a little Smart 4.2 for sale on their lot, and I just could not pass up the opportunity to drive this car. And we've both been giggling and smiling like school kids ever since we got into this little thing, because it feels like I don't know. I don't know what it feels like. No. But it definitely feels like people are looking at us. That guy in that dually driving by right there was probably like, you want to park up in the bed here, buddy? You probably can. So I'm not too, I'm secure enough in my manlyhood that I can rock one of these things and be just fine. Yeah. Yeah, some people would tint these windows out black, I'm sure, but okay. Here we are. We're gonna drive this little Smart around here, and hopefully we're not gonna run out of gas like we did in the last couple, but probably not. I'm just gonna pull out in front of this truck here. That's probably not the smartest move. Woo. Okay. Well, you definitely feel how small this vehicle is. Yep. But I'm 6'4", and we can all see that I've got a ton more
lots of headroom. Yeah.
So actually, it's not bad as far as leg room either. Maybe shoulder room might be lacking just a little bit, but at least we're not rubbing shoulders.
We got our seats staggered. It's good. Yeah,
it's good. It's good. We're in good shape. We're coming up on. We're gonna overtake some bicycles, and we're gonna feel really manly about ourselves when we do it. Yeah. Take that, bicyclist. Yeah, I bet you wish you were in a smart car.
Smart car, right?
Woo! Okay, so there we go. We got full throttle. There's 50.
Yeah.
There was
feel it shift?
50. Yeah, I did. I felt it. It has a transmission. It has a transmission and an engine standard. Yeah. Actually, I gotta be honest, this air conditioning.
It really
gets
nice. With. Yeah.
It's good. Anyway, so again, I'm back here with Will Dodson from Pre-Owned of Columbia, and we've been having a blast today driving around in all kinds of other cars. And I kind of wanted to end the note here. This is the last video we'll put out in this series. I'm definitely going to do some more in the future, but this is I don't know, 2013.
Yep, 13 Smart for 2.
Smart for 2.
Low mileage car, so it's in good shape. It's a nice little car for what it is.
I'm gonna pop up here in the park because I'm gonna do a couple of things.
Going uphill.
Oh yeah. See, it'll do it.
It's terrible. I love it.
It'll do it. I don't know what the horsepower rating is on this, and that's probably not important.
That's kind of like the gas mileage in the G-Wagon.
Yeah, probably.
The horsepower in the Smart.
Not important. Not important at all. I think we got a 3-cylinder engine sort of behind us and under us.
Yeah.
And I decided to drive through this park here because what better place to have the tiniest little car in the world. Also, if I could maybe try and find a place to parallel. I heard that you can parallel park these just straight in.
Yeah.
So I might like to just try that and see what that looks like if I can find a spot.
Works about every time too.
Anyway, so I figured that it might be kind of fun to try and pull a Yui or something. I saw you doing that earlier. I busted
one on you guys earlier, yeah.
Earlier when we were doing some rolling shots of this car, which I'll have here in the video. He popped the Yui, and I was like, wow, that thing just turns right around.
Yeah, on a dime, no doubt.
And my wife drives a Fiat 500 electric car, and I got to be honest with you, being in it feels kind of like being in a 7 Series compared to this. That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, we're getting some looks.
Yep. Oh yeah, all kinds of
there
looks.
We go.
Yep. Look at these guys.
Yeah, what's up, guys? A couple of bros outside there sighing with a big old Subaru wing on it, and
here we come.
Here we come. Oh, we're gonna go around this corner. Oh, it's a race car.
This is like a go-kart track.
It is.
This is great.
It's one of the reasons why I picked this.
Yeah, good work.
It's actually where I teach my son how to drive too.
Okay.
16-year-olds don't need to be on the open roads.
I agree.
15-year-olds, whatever. He's 16 now.
Yeah, so great. You mentioned parallel parking. I take these cars to lunch when I can.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can just put them in anywhere. You don't have to worry about where you're going to park, what you're going to do. You just slide it right in. Up on the sidewalk, really.
Yeah. Motorcycle parking, bicycle parking. It's whatever.
You're having more fun driving than talking about it, so I'm going to say hi.
I literally am, yeah.
I'm Will
Talk
Dodson.
to him. I'm going to be popping this thing and doing some donuts.
Will Dodson, Columbia Pre-Owned, an extension of Mercedes-Benz Columbia. Drewing Automotive. Just want to say hi to you guys today. Turns nicely. I'm having a blast. This is Smart for Two. We've said that a million times, guys, and this car is for sale. So come see me. It's a lot of fun. You guys could be having as much fun as we are and getting all these looks from the bros and the ladies in the park.
I wonder what the ladies are thinking. I don't care.
Let's not go there. Yep.
Yeah, we're both married. We don't need to worry about it.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm hitting the roundabouts in this thing, and I'm just checking that this thing actually handles surprisingly well. He was right when he said like a go-kart.
Yeah.
Doing this roundabout over and over again, just because I kind of want to feel how
It's awesome.
It feels like a little bouncy in the front, but the rear end feels like it's totally planted. And that's okay. I'm dizzy now, so we're gonna go straight again.
Saw that in a movie once.
Okay, there we go. All right.
The dog likes it.
The dog likes it. I don't know where he'd fit, but that's fine.
Again. Oh.
All right. So again, we're out here having fun. We're talking about cars.
Yeah.
And boy, I don't think we could have picked a car to put more of a smile on your face.
No, this is a good one to do at the end of the day, for sure. Again, though, the AC really killing it.
Man, the AC is fantastic. Yeah. It doesn't have much room in here to cool down. Yep. Man, I'm feeling almost like we need to turn it down a little bit here in a minute. But yeah, we're gonna
slow it down just a
tad because holy cow!
Like Lambert Field.
Okay. So we are rocking along here on some back roads, and
this is a Mercedes-Benz.
It
right?
is.
Okay.
Well, sort of. It's like a subsidy of Mercedes-Benz.
Absolutely. The idea came from the right place.
Right.
That's what counts, and it is a nice put together little car. It seems to be a solid little ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I spent some time. We were in Scotland a few months ago, and we rented the biggest, giant, wide diesel Hyundai van that we could have possibly rented, and driving that thing was such a nightmare.
Okay.
Because the roads in Europe are 3-4 foot at least narrower.
You would have loved this.
I would have loved this thing. Yeah. Hopping around in Scotland on these little teeny tiny roads. Man, and the thing was, these things are really popular.
I can imagine.
In Europe.
I bet they are.
And I could totally see why. Yeah. But I actually saw in Europe they have, it's called a Smart 42 Roadster. Oh. And it is a convertible. It's like a little bit more laid back, a little bit lower. Top comes off.
Man.
And it's considered sort of a sports car.
Okay.
Over there. But I did see one of those while we were out on one of the, I don't know, some Outlander tour or something.
Of course.
So, was there with my mom, my wife, and her mom. So 3 ladies, and they wanted to do all of the Outlander series stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fine. But anyway, kind of was talking earlier with him about what made him want to get into the car sales. What made him what made you a car guy?
Cars found me. Honestly, that selling the cars, if it wasn't for selling the cars and all the people that come in that are excited about them and watching, there's somebody for every car. That's the thing that I love. Everybody needs one. And then there's these cars that are kind of like toys. They're kind of like fun to have. We don't drive them every day. And it doesn't matter what person comes into the dealership or comes into the store, they all have one, at least a car that they drive on the daily. They all have a story that you like that about them. Everybody's got a story about their car. It's it's almost like a family member. If it could live and breathe and talk, think about what your think about what your car could tell us about you. And that's what draws me to it. You help somebody purchase something that they create such a relationship with, and it does totally so much for you every day.
I've always thought that cars had a soul.
Yes.
And I think a lot of car people understand that. A lot of people that just aren't really into cars, even people that aren't into cars, sometimes they'll still name their car,
absolutely.
And they'll still develop those relationships with their cars. Some people just don't get it.
They don't. Yeah, absolutely.
I have names for all of my cars,
for sure.
And that's because they're family members, and I try and treat them like that too. So. But if I had a little car like this, who knows what I would name it? Because
oh no, yeah, this one's questionable for the name.
I don't know. You know what? It might be something like beefy.
I've seen
Thor. Thor the Fortune.
I'm in beast mode as soon as I get into this car. So. But that's not what this one's about, though. I can see how this car would make sense because we are two grown men.
Yeah.
And we are comfortably sitting in the car. We could zip around town. If you were delivering food, this would be great, right?
Yeah.
Talk about expanding your profit margin a little bit.
As a matter of fact, what's funny is we order a lot of food because we don't cook a lot.
Okay.
Has nothing to do with how good your cooking is, darling. Your cooking is fantastic. But no, we order a lot of food, and every time there's one specific, and I forget if it's I think one of the sandwich delivery drivers always delivers in a big old Suburban.
Oh man, come on.
And I'm like, man, you could totally pick. But he always, whenever he sees my wife's car in the driveway, just chats her up about it because he just loves the little electric, and he's just like, man, that would be such a great idea. Why don't I do that? Why don't I buy one of these things? And and you know what, dude? You don't even have to buy an electric car. Get this thing. It gets incredible fuel mileage.
Keep your Suburban.
Keep your Suburban. Park this in the back of it if you want to.
That's it.
And then, deliver out of this thing. Man, this thing pops around, gets into places that you could never get to. You can park this thing in front of an alley. Nobody would even care.
Yep. Yeah, you pull right in front of the business, go get your food delivered. That's what pops in my mind as soon as I look at these little things is how could that little car work for me?
Exactly.
Because you could make this thing work. There's no doubt about it.
Exactly. And we were talking earlier when we were in the big bad what do we call it, the mob mobile.
Yeah, the Don Boss car.
Yeah, we were in the big G63, and we were talking about how when people look at you in that car, they must think that they don't want to look at you cross-eyed because you might shoot them or something. But how could you look at this car and not smile and be happy?
We've got more looks in this 4.2 than we have all day.
All day.
That's it.
For like less than $8,000?
Yeah, less than $8,000. Yeah, you come see me. I mean, I got you in this thing. We're not even really talking about a payment here.
Yeah.
This is, this just makes sense in so many ways. Especially if you're single or, like you said, delivery driving, things like that. Affordable, pretty dependable. I know a lot of people that do have the car. I haven't heard a lot of bad about them as far as reliability, dependability go. They start when you need them, they drive when you need them.
I've got a good buddy of mine whose wife has one of these things, and he takes it to car meets and stuff, and you would not believe how many people will come around and flock to it. Yeah, people love the thing. I saw this thing, he's got a red one. I saw it at a car meet the first time, and I just went over, and it was actually the day I met the guy, and I was just like, man, this is awesome. I was like, I'm so glad you brought this thing.
Cool.
Because, everyone else has their other car. I've got my GTI, and people have got their, and, those are all cool cars, and they're cool to see, but, when you see something different.
Yeah, that's it. Unique, different.
That's what really attracts people. So, yeah, no, that's exactly what this is. And you were talking about how, this makes sense for a lot of different people. Well, I think this makes sense even for somebody that has kids. Even for somebody that, all right, we're back again. We had a GoPro failure, and that's okay. Batteries are so important.
We put that GoPro through it today, dude.
We did. We almost ran over it with my 4Runner after it fell off the back bumper of that M6. No big deal, but battery's dead in it, so we're back. We're on our backup camera. You no longer have a forward-facing shot, but that's okay because we're going to be heading back to the dealership anyway. We're actually just wrapping up a whole day worth of doing this car thing. You know what? This thing has a
sequential shift over there?
Sequential shifter,
so awesome. Yeah.
Just like my GTI, and we're gonna try it out now. I think
fun is what that says.
And originally I'd be worried about trying to get around whenever a big truck like this. There's a big dually truck with a trailer on it, and I'm just gonna pop right around here and give them like six feet of room there. But anyway, I forgot what we were talking about when the GoPro failed.
I can't.
Oh no, we were talking about even family members and people. Even if you have kids, you know what? This is a great car for someone who needs like a third or fourth car.
Yeah.
Me and my wife have 2 cars apiece, and then my 16-year-old son has a little Camry that we bought for him. But this would be a great car for somebody to just pop back and forth to work. If you even if you work 5-10 miles from where you live, this would be a great car to pop back and forth.
How about the folks with the motorhome?
Oh,
it makes sense
this guy
to me
behind the
there, too.
motorhome?
I've seen these guys running down the highway behind the motorhome, and it makes a lot of sense. It doesn't extend the cargo too much, and you got a car when you get there.
That's true.
Yeah, so a lot of different ways you can make this make sense.
We're gonna pop through some gears here and see how that works. Oh, so much power. All the power. Oh, and we got second gear. And we got 40 miles an hour. And we got third gear.
Pinned.
Woo!
Yes.
Yeah, this is so fast. But that's okay. That's not what this is about.
We got next
fun.
to Highway 70. Oh, boy.
We got up to about 50. Let's see, we got a 5-speed? 5 speeds.
Nice.
Jeez. I'm kind of surprised at how much I like this car. I was expecting to come in and be like, oh, you know what, it's cool, it's got a good use. But
it feels good.
Yeah, no, this has been a blast. And this is the last car we're reviewing today. I want to thank Will here. We've been having a blast today.
Yeah.
And anyway, so hopefully we'll be able to do this again in the future.
Very soon.
Very soon.
Yep.
I'm gonna put this little guy, man, this just feels so nice.
Yep.
Put this little guy into park, and then we're gonna wrap things up here. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I want to thank Will for meeting me out here again on Mother's Day.
Yeah, yep.
It's ridiculous for him to do this.
Love cars.
I want to thank the folks here at Pre-Owned of Columbia, which is Drewing Auto Group, for letting me do this, and you know, hopefully we can make this a thing. So in the meantime, we're gonna see you guys later. Have a wonderful day.